All right, bringing color into the spring season. On the menu at the dinner table with a splash of balsamic glaze. Joining me now to share her recipe is Lisa Corrigan from Delish Dime. Welcome, Lisa.
Thanks for having me.
You were stuck in that traffic, weren't you?
I was stuck in the traffic. I was stressed.
Okay, so we have simplified, but I love all the colors here of making something healthy and really quick.
Yeah, and just refreshing. And you know what? This is the first week of spring, and even though it's still cold and dark and icky outside, I just want to bring the springy, summery type of foods in my kitchen.
Let's jumpstart it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it today.
Okay, so we start with kiwi, which is something that I haven't had or bought at the store in a while, but they're back.
They're back. They're there. I just got these at Trader Joe's just yesterday, and they're good to go.
Okay, so you dice them up. What's the best way to get the kiwi out of the skin?
The skin? Okay, so I used to kind of like cut on the side, but I noticed that I was getting huge chunks of kiwi when I would do that. Like
you're losing some of the meat
there.
and
so what I do now is I kind of start with a little slit in the top, and I just do like a spiral around. It's like I should have brought one. It's like I have it, and I just kind of like spiral around the kiwi, if that makes sense.
Okay, so do you scoop it, or you're just...
Oh, so I'm just taking the skin and like a knife, and it's just, I wish I could demo, but it's like, I'm just going around and around, getting the skin off in like a spiral.
I can imagine it. Maybe next time we'll demo.
Next time we'll demo.
So we're already sliced it.
Yep, we already sliced it, and we're just gonna put that in there.
And these are what, 2 kiwis, would you say?
You know what, this actually was a bunch. This was like, I don't know, 5. I got a container at Trader Joe's, and I just used the whole container.
Okay, and that could be one of those hacks where you don't want to deal with the skin, and you're just going to have it already pre-cut.
Yeah, ready to go. Put it
in
your fridge.
Tons of strawberries right now in the stores.
And I feel like a lot of them are like on sale. Like I think Carmen's might be having a sale right now. I don't know. So yeah, just some fresh strawberries. Slice them up, put in there some beautiful color.
I love it.
I love this combo together because they're both like a little bit tart and sweet at the same time. So
I love it. So all the good stuff, I mean, all the antioxidants, and we just talked about strawberries are a superfood now.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. And kiwi has so much vitamin C.
Yes. Yes,
all the good stuff.
It does. So many good things in here, and we need this, especially when the weather's changing and maybe we're still kind of like sick and just feeling gross, and so this is so good for our bodies. And then I love adding basil because it just makes me feel like fancy. I feel like it just elevates it. It's more than just like throwing fruit together. It just makes it feel a little elevated and fancy and a really yummy flavor.
Do you like the taste and the smell of it?
Yeah, and it just is like fresh and just makes you feel good and refreshed, I think. So
I always buy a plant, so then you can use it throughout the summer.
I need to do that. I just buy this at the grocery store, but I should just get a plant instead of buying like a box every time.
Would you say this is a salad as a side, a meal, for breakfast, lunch?
You know what, you could really do whatever. Honestly, this could be like a dessert if you wanted like a fresh dessert when it's warm outside. It could really be a breakfast. You could add like eggs, I don't know, whatever. You could add chicken, make it a meal. There's a lot of ways you can kind of mix it.
You know what I'm thinking is some feta.
Yes. You know what else I love is goat cheese.
And I love goat cheese too.
So good. There's so many fun things. You could add nuts in here. We're gonna add some balsamic glaze because again, fancy, yummy. Just
and balsamic glaze is rich and it goes a long way with not a little.
Yes.
A little goes a long way.
Look at that, nice and thick,
and
nice and pretty. Yeah.
I know my kids love strawberries, they love kiwi, so it's all the yumminess. And I was thinking, oh, you could put some lettuce or romaine or something in there.
Totally.
Tell us what you're doing on Instagram. It's fun to follow you. You have a new thing that you've done.
I have a new thing that I've done. I decided most of the recipes that I share on Instagram are some sort of salad, some sort of bowl with like rice or something. And I was like, I should just compile all of those, add in a few more, and make it an e-cookbook. So I just came out with it yesterday. I think there still might be some kinks on my little Shopify store, but I'm gonna work those out today. So yeah, if you go to my Instagram, there's a link in my bio to buy my ebook. You just download it and...
How many recipes are on there?
There's 38. So there's a lot.
So are there a lot of veggies, or you lean one way or the other?
Kind of everything. There's some fruity stuff like this. There's some things that are more like meal, substantial salads and bowls with meat and stuff in them. Some of them are more just light inside kind of things like this. Just a whole variety.
Okay, I love the combo right here.
Me too. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for fighting the traffic to be here.
It's good to be here.
Okay, we'll be right back with more of our spring cleaning show when GTU returns after this break.